This episode of Background Noise is brought to you by Trident Clothing Shop. Now listen, y'all, this is a brand new clothing company that's taken the public by storm, with not only a badass line of clothes and accessories, but a strong message behind it too. Trident Clothing Shop's goal is for you to go out and challenge yourself, be the best version of yourself you can be, and achieve all your goals. And shit, even look great doing it too. But don't take my word for it. Go ahead and click on the link that's underneath the video in the comment section. Check out the website. You be the judge. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and let's get this shit started. Yeah,
I'm just picking me up.
pick me up and have a good back.
I'm gonna have it away from my face a little bit more.
That's what she said. What's up, everyone? This is the next episode of Baby Brother Beatdown Breakdown, which is the MMA segment of my podcast, Background Noise. What's up, dude?
Hello.
Got your aqua,
Mm-hmm.
H2O. Gotta wet your whistle, man. We're gonna talk about a little bit of shit today.
Gotta wet the beak.
Gotta wet my beak, bruh. Okay, speaking of wet my beak, son, what's on your mind in combat sports lately, brother?
Combat sports. DC and Miocic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So
has to be first on the list to talk about.
it is definitely
We're a little late.
tad
A lot
bit
of
late.
shit has come out already about it, but it's all right.
We're a little bit late, but we're gonna have this baby. Anyways, we got DC versus Stipe coming up. UFC 226 has officially been announced, and this is
Well, I guess we're not that late.
not to. This
It was
might be
announced when? What? Do you know?
last week, I think.
Okay.
Maybe
Hopefully.
maybe a
Anyways.
minute. But anyways, at first we had kind of tossed around this idea before it was even a thing, kind of mentioning that, well, there's always a possibility of him, DC going up to fight Stipe. It did not sit well with me first. I know, you could, same for you, right, man?
Yeah, I was like, that's not the smartest thing.
It just, he already said during the interview before the last fight against Uzdemir, on the same card as Stipe versus Ngannou, he during the press conference, he was even saying, I don't want to go back up to heavyweight and fight these monsters,
Yeah, I think he was specifically talking about Ngannou before we
But more than
figured out
Stipe.
he had no cardio whatsoever.
I guarantee you now, like, they take away his cars and make him ride a little, like, monkey bike, just for punishment. Yo, dude, he...
Not racist cardio joke, 2K18. Okay,
any whore. So it would be a risk, and just because his legacy is so intact. He was 13-0 in the heavyweight division before. And he's only lost twice, and obviously only to John Jones. And at this point, with him, obtaining the belt officially from fighting Uzdemir in a very, very decisive, quite easy win from the looks of it. Who's next? We're always wondering, like, who's next? And I know Gustafsson really wanted to have a second fight with him, but you and I were both kind of talking how, like, we don't really want to see that again, in all honesty.
yeah.
It's just...
No, nothing against him. It's just...
And plus, Gustafsson, I believe, is coming out of shoulder surgery. Jesus Christ! And he's gonna be a little while, before coming back. Let alone, having a full camp.
Yeah, I think we should have a handicap fight. Kane versus Gustafsson.
I think that's what we're gonna get into also, because Kane Velasquez is gonna be in the mix, but we'll probably get to
both
that
in
after.
recovery mode first.
Yeah, Kane Velasquez is coming from back surgery, and it's. We'll get into this a little bit later. But so we got Stipe coming off a very I was going to say decisive, but he just fucking rubbed his nutsack all over Ngannou. Like,
yeah.
It was ugly. Ngannou answered some questions for us in a very extreme way. And we talked about that in the previous podcast, MMA podcast, but it's just, he proclaimed his rule, man. He's the best heavyweight of all time as of right now.
He got hit though pretty hard,
And
his eye was like a fucking.
And then Ngannou, was
balloon.
managed to connect with one swooping, tired punch,
and that's
but still
something
almost
about,
knocked his lights out.
he also landed a couple of other punches
in the first round.
grazing,
that was a good first round.
Yeah.
I was real excited after that first round.
But that shows something about Stipe's shin.
Yeah, no kidding.
And
And see, that's just the thing too. DC trains with Cain Velasquez, and he is a world-class gold medal wrestler. I mean, he's an animal on the ground, along with Khabib as well. They're just like I
dream team.
Yes, exactly. And he just ragdolls fuckers. And let's not, I'll say it again. He was 13-0 as a heavyweight before saying, you know what? I'm done taking it easy. I'm going to try cutting some weight. And then, John Jones met him with, a huge fist and a needle.
Yeah.
It just, that's unfortunate as fuck. But, so it's going to definitely be a super fight. We have 2 champions going at it, for keeps. And the cool thing is, too, if DC wins this, he can ride off into the sunset.
I hope he will. I mean, although he did say he was going to defend the 205 again in an interview on the MMA Hour. He says he wouldn't have gone into this as a light heavyweight champion if he didn't plan on going back. He would have vacated it already.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
That'll be interesting.
In the interview,
because I was predicting that he won't.
I hope he's not waiting for John Jones again. He has nothing to prove.
Yeah.
John Jones is just unbeatable. I think John Jones can be. I think he's the pound for pound number 1 best fighter ever. Even though he has
I'd say
he's just done stupid shit. I think even if he hasn't gotten caught doing any of that shit by USADA, he still would be the number 1 pound for pound.
I don't know, man. I'm betting my bottom dollar that he does, take, the drugs, whether he, realizes it or not. They're given every opportunity to be careful as to what they put in and out of their body. Jeff Nowitzki made it loud and clear on the podcast with the Joe, that they get, tons, and they get heckled like motherfuckers to say, hey, look, make sure you use a third-party source for credibility for this. That that there could be some tainted supplements out there.
That's what I'm saying. He's just a dumbass.
But see, like that, with all those warnings and all that shit, and he still just fucking fucks up like that. Like, I understand that he could very well, have done the same exact thing without, juicing or whatever. And I'm kind of leaning towards that. But I can't discredit that there's always a possibility that maybe that did really enhance him a little bit. Maybe a little bit more than we may think. There's always that possibility.
So you think DC could have beat him if he hadn't have done that?
That's a toss-up, dude. That's literally a toss-up.
That's, I guess, is what he's waiting around for, is to prove, okay, if he's clean this time.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm assuming they would really check him this time.
I would have skeptical hippo eyes if they were to fight, again for a third time. But I would be rooting for DC, and I would just, if it happens for a third time, I just can't take John Jones or anything about, I would lose some credibility.
It's already happened how many times?
Twice. Between them two. Between those two.
And then there was the car accident thing.
Yeah.
When he hit the pregnant lady. Like hit and run.
Jesus Christ, Johnny.
Doesn't give a fuck. That's why.
But anywho, we got all that drama and shit. And then so if DC wins, and let's just say he rides off into the sunset. Let's just say he just goes that route. And he vacates the belt, and it would be by then Cain Velasquez would have
he would just go back to Stipe, right?
I do believe he'd go back to Stipe. Actually, no. I think if he lost the belt, like if it wasn't like if he lost the belt from him, I think it goes back to him. But if it was like one of those things where like he was challenging him and he didn't get the belt, it would be like a new title fight. It wouldn't go back to anyone. It'd be up in the air. But in this case, I think
it'd be up in the air.
Like for instance, like say you have the challenger, facing the person with the belt, the champion. But then the champion is the one that gets caught doing drugs. They get stripped their belt. It doesn't go straight to the loser. It goes to the next challenger for, they're both going to be going for the belt.
Right. Okay.
And so instead of like, say,
yes, so it would be. It wouldn't be
the other way around. It would just go back to the champion.
So, for example, if he were to win next time, it would not be. That would be his first technically undisputed title fight.
Yeah. So basically, it would be a new undisputed title fight.
Yeah.
But anyways, it would go back to Stipe, and then
he would just face the number 2.
Which would probably, if Kane can come back healthy and have a good warm-up fight, which would probably be against either Alistair Overeem or
Dude,
maybe a Uzdemir.
Gustafsson, that'd be fun.
No, not Uzdemir. I'm sorry, Gustafsson.
Yeah, he's lanky. He's really tall.
But if Kane comes back good and he's healthy, he would get the title shot against Stipe after he gets the belt back. That's what I'm thinking might happen. But
just stay at AKA with.
And then I mean, there's even talk of Cain Velasquez going down to light heavyweight 205, and
which he would have to fight Gustafsson.
Yeah. So I think that would be very interesting. Do you happen to know what weight he walks around at usually? Do you think? I mean, I wonder if
he's not a huge dude.
He's a smaller heavyweight.
He's really narrow apparently in the shoulders and stuff.
Yeah, narrows in the shoulders but dude, he just, I mean, he has knockout power clearly, but he just clearly drunk.
It's just because of his technique.
And just destroys people with his pace.
It's not an insane amount of power. It's just like
he tags him up a lot and gives himself clear openings with the tempo he goes and the technicality.
He threw really good kicks too.
Yeah, like you saw that wheel kick he threw against who was that big fucker?
One of them, I don't know.
Yeah, you can toss a rock in that division and just hit a huge Sasquatch. But so yeah, I mean, I think that I'd be interested to seeing, what the cut would be like for him.
He has really good cardio. That's one of his strong points.
Oh, yeah. So. And I wonder if he'd get even better at a lighter weight.
So he could do some damage there.
Like, it'd be just like when DC went to, like...
And if John Jones would ever come back...
He'd come back heavyweight?
Yeah, would he? Maybe.
I mean,
there's nothing really left
he
for
might
light heavyweight.
Not really, he can... unless they want to do a rematch of apparently the, number one fight.
Actually, dude, I think... John Jones, if and when
Gustafsson, dude.
No, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. I'd be happy for that fight. But I think they're just waiting, just for the way that the UFC is today. They're just waiting for Brock to come back too.
Oh yeah, he called him out.
So they're just gonna do Brock and then Jones and then
let them both juice up to the gills and then just.
They're not gonna let them. They're gonna be natural.
But see, like apparently, like the smallest amount of time I heard, like a month ago, that John would be facing is at least 4 years, and it's been less than a year.
Well, apparently, I think the lie detector test.
But see,
I don't know how much that I believe. I don't really believe that much.
I don't believe him. I don't buy into the polygraph test.
Do you think that has something to do with the shortening of the sentence?
I think that happened, and Dana White says, "Hey, look, I need some fucking attractions. I need to sell some pay-per-views." So he fucking like either paid them off or just said, "Hey, look, the polygraph test does this. We'll give him like till the end of the year." Or some shit. He'll come back late, 2018 to fight Brock for a super fight.
Yeah.
They're trying to build up for...
I think Brock and Ngannou would be fun.
Brock would smash the fuck out of Ngannou.
I know, but just because of the sheer...
what if Ngannou just goes right back to spearing people in the nose?
Well, I mean, Ngannou, he learned a lot this past fight. So...
Yeah. But see, the problem is, though, it's not like you're coming back from like, okay, I need to come back and work on wrestling.
Yeah,
he needs to learn wrestling. He needs to learn how to fucking sprawl.
Training wheels. So, yeah, you're right. What if he just caught fucking Brock early?
Just knock him, just fucking pop his chin.
Now that I say it, I'm like, I mean, that's not so exciting.
It wouldn't be that exciting because we've seen it before, but I want to see Ngannou improve. I would like to see him try to tie up with Brock.
I just can't take...
Dude, that's a hard fight. The balloon's deflated, my dude. Because, like, I was on the train. I completely...
Tooting the horn, wearing the overalls. The train, yes. I wasn't 100%. He was awesome.
You knew hard. It was
a dangerous fight for Stipe. Because I knew if he got caught, he was...
gone.
Yeah, he would have... Yeah, he would be daydreaming, He'd have
his head would be like floating in orbit with Overeem's head,
something along those lines. Yes.
But anyways, I don't know, man. Like you even said, "Oh, dude, like you had some trouble."
In the first couple of rounds, I was really nervous. I was sitting on the edge of my chair.
But then it just
because he got caught. Like I said, he got hit. He absorbed like one good shot from Ngannou,
but it wasn't even that good though. He was so gassed when he threw it. Like if he hit that with the speed that he was throwing in the first round,
I thought he got tagged in the first round.
I mean, he got tagged in the first round, but I'm talking about that last, like in the late third round, early fourth round, is when he was really gassing. He just caught him with one. It was kind of a slow punch too, but that's the one that gave him that huge shiner. That's the one that closed his eye. And dude, if he hit him with one of those first few punches, like
that's good credit. Give credit to Stipe on his head movement because he did
because that was a
when
question.
He needed it. Yeah, when he was up against the cage and stuff like that.
That's okay. Let's go back to that then, because Stipe and his head movement. I mean, it looked better than what I was thinking it would, because he was very before in a lot of his fights. Yeah,
that movement.
Yeah. And he'd be very in and out, but he would never really, do a lot of side-to-side stuff. And I'm like, well, that's going to play right into Ngannou's, range. But he did really well. You could definitely see he worked on his head movement a lot, which will be good against the fight against DC. Because, I mean, even though I think Stipe has DC on just boxing, DC, after catching a rhythm, he can really
I feel like he's dealt with a lot of good tall boxers.
Exactly.
So it's just like,
and is Stipe?
He's just gonna do what DC does and just.
Is Stipe even ready for someone of that stature? Of those punches coming at an upward angle instead of staring right back at him, in the face? Is he gonna be used to that smaller stature?
He's great at that boxing style for taller guys. Like he's really good at it.
But it's gonna be a real man. See, I know I'm not gonna be doing my predictions till. Right before the fight. But right now, I think DC's going to do it, dude. I think
he's going to do exactly what he did with Amir.
Uh-huh. I really do. It's just maybe not ragdoll
maybe
so
in a later
much.
Round.
Exactly. Take a round or two, because DC knows how to take his time.
Yeah.
DC knows how to.
He's not going to be stupid. He's not going to go in and.
He's a very intelligent dude. And
if this is one of his last ones, if not his last, I'm sure he's going to.
Yeah.
He wouldn't take it if he didn't think he could win.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to take it, you know?
I mean, the man just reeks of confidence, and I mean, dude, and it's arguable, but we were talking about this before, but I truly feel like wrestling is definitely one of the most, if not the most important aspect of mixed martial arts. And the reference I used before, which I'll say again, say you have an elite striker versus a black belt.
In today's mixed martial arts world, if you have one tool that you rely on the most,
you're fucked.
No, well, not necessarily. It has to be wrestling. That's the only one we get away. Right. You can get away with it.
True, and that's the point.
Look at Ben Askren. Look at fucking Khabib. DC.
Kane, and it's just what it means. Like, say you have a heavy striker versus a black belt in jiu-jitsu. What if the jiu-jitsu black belt can't get the striker down? And he's forced to trade hands with him. He's probably gonna get pieced apart. Or if the striker ends up getting taken down on the ground, and he only knows striking, he's fucked. So what gets you in and out of that situation? Wrestling. Yeah. And what does DC have that's a lot better than Stipe? Wrestling.
Yeah, and if a wrestler knows a little bit of jiu-jitsu
and a little bit of striking,
because as long as their defense on jiu-jitsu is good, it's gonna be hard to catch him on the ground.
Yeah.
For example, the only exception may be Tony Khabib, but even then, Tony's just that good at jiu-jitsu that it's questionable.
Yeah.
Other than that, if it wasn't Tony or maybe Brian Ortega, I wouldn't be so confident in their jiu-jitsu. Maybe Damian Maia.
Yeah.
If that were to somehow happen.
Yeah, and the rest of that fight should be of the card should be really, really awesome. I know they've also confirmed Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes.
Right.
And at first Cyborg was not really gung ho about this fight. She wanted to build the division because they made that weight class for her. It was at 145, I'm pretty sure. And Nunes was carrying the belt at 35. And she was saying she doesn't
Nunes
want.
has fought at 40.
Yeah, and I don't think she even realized that, because she was coming out saying, I don't want, someone to just come up to lose to me just to go back down to there. I want to build the division.
Which is a fair argument.
She does have a fair argument, but I don't really think that's her role. It's not her part.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like.
If it's a good fight.
Yeah, and but also too, what we found out later is Amanda Nunes has fought at 145.
She didn't do well though. She does way better at 35.
So
as far as her past goes.
I just don't see her overwhelming Cyborg. I mean, she'll have a little bit more mass on her. She'll probably tie up similar to how Holly did. Get the underhooks against the cage, but
it's gonna be a good striking match.
It will.
I don't think it's gonna go to the ground.
I don't, because even if it does, you got to remember, we still have yet to see it. Cyborg has apparently a black belt game.
I don't know. Is Amanda a black belt too?
I think she is a black belt also.
I don't know.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm curious to see it. I would like to see it. I'm curious. I do think that Cyborg could dominate just as well on the ground if she is.
I see. Like, I don't see if Holly Holm couldn't do it. I don't see Amanda being able.
I don't either. It's just she's a tough customer. She's a tough customer.
Because I think if it was one thing that was gonna get to Cyborg would be.
I wet my pipe.
Anyway. If there's one thing that would get to Cyborg, it would be a really crisp kickboxing, like technique wise, which is Holly. You know.
Yeah.
Amanda, she's kind of like a brawler. She has good technique, but she grinds. You know what I'm saying? She's just a mini Cyborg.
Just waiting to get caught.
You know what I'm saying? She's just fighting a smaller version of herself. Cyborg, that is. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I could be wrong. I'm not counting her out. She could be. You know, I could be wrong. But I don't see it happening. You know.
Yeah.
I'm really
we'll see. Maybe closer to fight day we'll see something.
Yeah, because I mean, Amanda is amazing. You know, she's great.
She has a legacy of her own she's building, and she's incredible. But right now, I don't see
too big of a bite.
I don't see anyone beating Cyborg right now. I really don't.
Yeah, it's gonna take something. I don't know.
And so, I mean,
that says something. Well, I don't know how many female athletes have juice like Cyborg have. You know.
Yeah, it's hard.
Cyborg straight up got caught, so like I can, you know, like it's true.
Yeah.
So that plays such a huge factor, and it's almost unfair.
And that's why I can't really take Brock Lesnar fights too seriously. In all honesty,
because
they're entertaining. Because
advantage.
I mean, why the fuck does anyone think he was gone for so long for stomach surgery? He had fucking 12 inches of his goddamn lower intestine and colon removed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because of
steroid use, and he probably had fucking cancer.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, and look at, I swear, it may just be me, but I'm pretty sure he has, like, you know, showings of gyno and shit like that. Like, I remember after, like, this weigh-in, he fucking flexes off and, like, screams and flexes his pecs. And I was like, dude, your tits are flopping.
Yeah.
And it's
a lot of muscle underneath those tits.
Oh, he's a fucking animal. And in the
but
back
he
of
also
the day,
has D1 wrestling. So.
Yeah, he's a good, legit wrestler. WWE with even.
Which it goes back to that one thing. If you have to rely on one good tool is wrestling, that's what makes him credible.
He wins fights. He wins fights. Yeah. I just can't take it that seriously. And I don't know.
Fucking tattoo.
So kind of whack, right?
Really whack. Yeah, it looks like he's getting titty fucked now.
Right. He's just titty fucking a sword.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Talk about Shredsville. Anyways.
And
also on that card is going to be I think, has it been official announcement of
not to my understanding, but I mean, I think it's just a matter of the right people talking, you know, but DC,
TJ,
I'm sorry, not DC, TJ Dillashaw and Mighty Mouse.
Yes. That would be so awesome. Now I've always wanted to see that, but now that they both have belts, it's just, and there's both
another super fight.
And the only 135er that would, well, I can't say that. Dominic Cruz and what the fuck, Cody Garbrandt are the only ones that could challenge TJ this time. I feel like in that division.
And I don't think Garbrandt would get the immediate rematch like that.
No,
he needs to work for that shit.
Yeah, I feel like he would fight.
I feel like he'd
Cruz
fight Cruz again. Yeah.
Yeah, before he'd fight TJ again.
Whenever that faces TJ after.
Yeah.
You know,
because Cruz was supposed to fight already, but he broke his arm.
Jesus.
And so, yeah. So Cody just needs to fight again. Win one.
Man, it's that would be a fucking. That's a barn burner, I think, man. Because I mean, Mighty Mouse has been like kind of knocked down before against.
He's really never been hit, dude. He's maybe been hit a solid 4 times.
I think he got knocked down twice in one fight. I was watching it on some clips, but each time he just bounced right back up.
Yeah, dude. So I'm like, I can't. It's gonna be interesting, especially how TJ's cut goes to make one.
Because I think it's gonna be a little hard. I think he can do it. I just think it's harder than what he's gonna say.
But also when he comes hydrated, I mean, he's gonna have a size advantage, or
he will have a slight weight advantage. But do you really see them grappling that much?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
I do. It's not going to be.
Or do you see him?
Man, I mean, this is going to be a true test of like a lot of tools versus a lot of tools. Like they're both fucking ninjas, dude. Like
it's like you just
they're both amazing at everything.
It's like you toss 2 Swiss Army knives in a blender and just fucking
see what along with an iPhone. Like just to see what's up. You know, like it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I still think Mighty Mouse takes it just because because of the weight cut, it's going to do something different. I don't know exactly what. I feel like it could either mess with him mentally or just physically be too depleting for him.
Damn it, dude! This is the first time I think ever we're agreeing on the winners. You know, so far we're 3 for 3, and so maybe it'll change a little later. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we're still pretty far out, so we have some time. But as of right now, this is my opinion.
So this is gonna be UFC 226.
Mighty Mouse has that one if they're gonna fight, and then so it's gonna be interesting. But, I mean, I think TJ has the striking to catch Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially after training with Lomachenko.
Oh, yeah.
So, if he can get Mighty Mouse in trouble, then, like, his Mighty Mouse has never been in trouble. Yeah. He lost at 135 to Dominic Cruz. That's it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That's his last.
And that was early on.
Yeah.
He fought at 130. He hasn't lost at 125. He's the only 125-pound UFC champion.
And so
he holds the record for most title defenses.
So what happens? Say Dillashaw wins. Do you think they do a rematch?
I mean,
or no. So what about that?
I'm sure Dillashaw would stay at one. Dude, what is everyone doing today? Dillashaw would stay at 125 and start fucking murking people there too, and just be another fucking
like
mini Conor. So everyone's trying to do. And that's what DC is like. Not the same case, but more or less everyone's trying to become, since it's been done, everyone wants to become a multi-division champion because they can.
They've seen the publicity and the it's the perfect system.
Who else is gonna do it? I mean, realistically, with the weight they cut already and how good they are, I'm sure every top 5 contender in every weight division could do it at multiple weight divisions.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So now they're just fucking doing it because Conor did it.
I mean, look at Conor, though. You know?
I mean, no one can touch the dude. I mean, they can, but I mean, as far as just pure
showmanship and like
success, as far as financial success and like
he worked the
publicity.
system and look at him. He's reaping the benefits.
The system.
And what do you think about him not officially being stripped of the titles yet?
I don't understand it. I feel like they should just strip him.
They
did this for 145. They stripped him. Why can't they do it? I don't know why they're not doing it.
They were saying that it was gonna happen pretty much.
But then
apparently last time they did it at what weight class? It was the 145 belt, and they were telling him. Well, they were just basically saying it was too much. Like, you're not going to be able to fight here that often. You don't plan on fighting here. He goes, yes, I do. And just fucking, give me my fucking belt. And
well, I mean, okay, so at the press conference for UFC 226, no, is that Tony Khabib?
I think it's 25.
Something. Okay, so Tony Khabib headlining, right? At that press conference, everyone's asking, okay, so is he stripped or not? Dana White would only say this is the undisputed belt, but he never said that Conor was stripped. And then someone's like, why won't you just come out and say it? And he just won't answer.
Because it's not an undisputed
So there's 2 undisputed belts?
That's stupid. That's fucking retarded.
We can dispute that. That is disputable because there's 2. Undisputable means 1. You can't dispute it.
I know.
So it's just so fucking like. So I don't get what they're doing.
Did they go into Conor McGregor's house and slip it out of steal it from his?
No, I just think they're waiting for him to come back whenever he wants to be like, I never said my belt wasn't.
That's fucking dumb. That's so
guess
fucking
like I think Dana White's kind of being a bitch about it
because he doesn't want to lose.
He's afraid that he's just gonna go to boxing or some shit and make way more money.
Yeah, and he's afraid he's gonna just lose.
Which is sad. I don't think you should make more money in boxing. It's just the way it is.
It's just started sooner, and it's just built
just different.
I mean, dude, before the UFC was even around, boxing was just in its fucking heyday. You know, it had time to build and stuff like that, and it was just.
I guarantee you, if he were to come back and fight Pacquiao, he would make a fuck ton more money than fighting Tony Ferguson.
Oh, he would
Triple.
fighting
triple.
Tony or Khabib, he would only get like a third of what he would get in boxing, easily, and it's just. You know, that's why Dan is so fucking desperate. He's like, do I stroke his dick now or do I do it after I eat his ass? It's just,
yeah, I mean, but fuck, what can we do? There you go. Wait, you whistle. And I feel bad for fucking Tony and Khabib because they're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially Tony because Tony has a belt already.
And that's why I hope that, if he doesn't get the title.
He has the interim belt. So now he's getting the interim belt.
The interim to the undisputed title, which is like assistant manager to the
regional manager. Yeah. Assistant regional manager, and Tony thinks he is. No, he's assistant to the regional manager.
Office plug.
But yeah, dude, it's fucking stupid, and
so I mean that's just the thing.
I can't take it serious. Almost,
it's tough.
I want to see it, but I cannot. Like something has to happen about that. It's not fair. It's really like I know like life isn't fair. Like this business isn't fair, but that's truly just like what's the point of it if you're not giving people title shots when they deserve? Okay, you're giving them title shots, but they're not the real title. It's stupid. You know, it's not. Not cool. Not kosher.
This ain't kosher. Don't touch the thermostat.
Yeah.
Here's the problem also with that. It just.
They have to do it, I guess. Because what else would we be talking about if they didn't do it?
Because the thing with that is too, like if Conor can just come back and fight for the title. Either way he comes back, he's gonna fight for a title fight.
If he comes back.
So now you're thinking. I remember early on you were saying he's gonna come back sooner than we thought. Now you're thinking a little bit late. I'm thinking
he would. I thought he would. I was wrong.
Because
what I've been seeing, like
I still think he's gonna hold off till the end of 2018 at the earliest. He's gonna see what happens with Tony Ferguson, Khabib, and he's gonna just kind of keep the boxing idea in his back pocket. He did well. I think he could beat a lot of other boxers. What do you think? I think he could compete, but any boxer with stamina, any boxer with stamina would fucking outclass him. I think.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's not a traditional boxer. You can tell right away. He brought like a very wide stance, very
almost karate like still.
Karate or taekwondo or something like that. And
which is cool. I thought that was badass.
It was cool, but I mean, it just drains all of his fucking energy.
Yeah,
you even see it in the octagon now.
Yeah,
and
so he finishes his fight so goddamn quickly.
The idea of boxing, stance and like this, the idea of boxing is just to maintain your stamina and maintain your form and not waste a lot of it early on. Like have very efficient jabs and straights and hooks and piecing together combinations in a proper time. Just so you're not exerting a fuck ton of energy with these swooping motions with your arms and wide stance and it's just you're using a lot less energy while just feeling out your opponent.
Yeah.
So that's the problem I see with McGregor in boxing, but he could always he has a chance of knocking some people out. I believe it. It's just if he ever faces a brawler, I think that'd be his best chance.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Pacquiao trades.
I mean, I feel like he's much better in MMA because he's good. A lot of other places too.
Not only a pioneer on the mic, but just fucking a legend.
As far as it's just straight up his technique.
It just works for MMA because you have so many aspects.
Yeah, he just knows what he does well and does a lot of it really well.
His timing's impeccable.
Yeah.
I do think that when we've talked about it a couple times now that Khabib would definitely be the toughest opponent for McGregor of that little trilogy.
Yeah, that's going to be really tough.
And then Ferguson, I'd say he more than likely either Jose Aldo's him or fucking just knocks him out in the third or fourth.
Yeah. It's tough to say. I mean,
unless he goes to the ground.
If it goes to the ground for a second, then that
could be the window.
That's the thing about it, dude. Because if it goes to the ground for a second, that's...
And all Ferguson would really have to do is get him to the fourth round, and he'd be
tired as fuck, dude. Honestly, I feel like he'd be slowing down beginning of the third
if they grapple a lot.
which I think definitely is gonna. Obviously, Connor's gonna try to stay away from.
Yeah.
So it's just
It's just
how good is Tony about getting in and staying close?
Can he piece together a combo to where you just get in and get underhooks? Because I mean, McGregor's clinch game isn't really shit from what I've seen.
No,
like in the clinch, he struggles. I mean,
he said isn't shit.
He isn't shit.
Yeah,
I mean, he was in the clinch with Nate Diaz, and Diaz is kind of he is not the biggest fucker from up top. You know, he kind of gets manhandled in the clinch himself, and he was able to kind of keep McGregor there because he was so tired. You know,
Nate's bigger than Tony.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Depends if Connor has been rocked, I think, too, or if Tony has been rocked. And then, another thing is Tony's endurance. He can take shots, but can he take shots from Connor if they land?
That's a good question. If Tony, I would imagine Ferguson's working on nothing. Because
Ferguson's a natural 55er. Diaz is too, but he's a big 55er, you know. So if Connor's shots can really affect Tony as they have affected other people in the past that have been maybe on the smaller side. You know, that's going to play a big part of it. Because if he can take those shots, then that changes things. It's just going to be another fight like Diaz. Could take him to the ground. I don't think Conor will shoot, and I mean if he does, it's over. So you know, I think
like what we saw. Against Diaz.
So
that'd be interesting. And then Khabib against Conor would be real cool. I think I think he would take Conor down. I really do.
I mean,
I think he would. I think
it'd be hard to say that. It'd be hard to see that he wouldn't. You know.
Yeah, I guess the argument would be, can Conor get that
one shot off
before he gets in?
We had seen Khabib get hurt by Michael Johnson that one time, and I don't think Johnson he did recover, but I think Johnson didn't capitalize on that. So I think Conor would have, for sure. He's really good at that. Conor. That's one of his strong points is knowing when he tags you, and then he strategically capitalizes on it and can. I mean, look at Eddie Alvarez, dude. Like, he was hurt for a good last 45 seconds before they stopped the fight. He was really, but I mean, he didn't rush into it, but I mean, he knew exactly what he was doing. So if he can catch him early on, I mean, that's ideal for Conor, obviously. So that's the only way he can win. You know.
You have Conor box the winner of Triple G Canelo.
Yeah, I mean, they can do some shit like that. I mean, fuck, he can.
That'd be hilarious.
It's a lot safer for him to do that.
Versus, no doubt.
I mean, so
protects his career.
He's still young.
I mean, it preserves his life and makes more money.
He can do one more super fight
and be set for the rest of his life
if he's wise.
Well, he already's investing in a promotion company. He already has a promoting company.
That's true. But
he's an investor already.
Yeah, I'm sure he is smart with his money. He's a smart dude. So, yeah, I mean, but he's spending he's balling, dude.
On a fucking yacht.
Yeah. Jesus,
man. He's always on his Instagram story. He's always in his BMW, showing off his shoes and his watch. Yeah, I had to dust this one off because I fucking forgot about it.
Yeah.
It's
fucking kids wearing little Rolexes. Not even kidding, some shit like that.
Jesus, dude. That's some money. That's some fuck you Scrooge McDuck money.
Yeah, good for him though.
Let's talk about Canelo Triple G, man. It's on Cinco de Mayo.
Time out. But before that, we have to do the Joanna Rose.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about
on that card.
Yeah, is it that card?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Really? Is it really on that card?
We can check right now. I can.
Yeah, let's check to make sure about that. But that's gonna be an insane rematch. And earlier, I was saying that I was thinking Joanna's gonna take that one. But dude, after really listening to her talk on the JRE podcast and her basically saying that she studied.
Oh shit! No, that one's 223.
Yeah, that's the next one.
That was earlier. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so we're
so soon. We gotta talk about that shit. Holy God.
Absolutely.
Holy God. Why did I just say that?
And I thought that obviously it's really difficult to beat any opponent 2 times in a row, but I don't think that it was a fluke that Rose
Do you think it's more difficult to do so?
Absolutely.
I don't know about that. I would say.
You think it'd be easier?
I would think about it this way.
Every time I wrestled someone,
for whatever reason, if I were fighting, I would think about it this way. She just has less time to get better.
That's a good way to look at it, and which is, I mean, that's kind of the route that she was talking about in the podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
she said that she was able to get her timing down because her style.
Just that straight, like
the straight line.
Is it called what, Dutch kickboxing?
Yeah, but there's a slight bounce in her stance,
like a rhythm.
There's a rhythm, and if you catch that rhythm, if you get on the same wavelength with that, you can really. And if I rewound the fight and played it in slow motion at some parts, I also saw some clips that did the same thing too, but. When she came in on that punch that knocked her down the second time,
she was already on her heels.
She caught her as she was on like mid bounce in the air, and both of her feet weren't planted. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's just her timing was impeccable, and she sanked it in perfectly. And after hearing that it was a timing thing, I was kind of thinking the same thing you were like. Is she really changing her game?
She doesn't have time to change her entire game.
Like, she wouldn't. That's her bread and butter. Yeah. And so she's probably going to she's going to be a little bit less risky in the beginning, probably take more time to throw her jab out more in the very beginning.
Yeah. She might be a bit quicker.
Try to be a bit quicker.
But she's already so quick, so it's just like...
And so, like, if she can do that and capitalize on her mistakes, see her opportunities, and just really work on just kind of mixing it up a bit, maybe not bouncing her stance, maybe becoming a little bit more of a flat-footed boxer stance. Early on at least, just to kind of see. I don't know, man. It's hard to say really, but
I would like to take Rose in that fight.
Yeah, and
hopefully it's so hard to go against Joanna, dude.
It's very, very difficult, and that's why I had Joanna at first. But right now, dude, I'm willing to bet that it's her timing, and she has her timing down, and she's gonna be able to withstand the punches. By the first round, to where in the second round she could possibly I'm thinking first and second round it's gonna be kind of like back and forth, but I think Jędrzejczyk's probably gonna tag her a few more times in the last fight, maybe
more of a war,
a little bit more of a war the first couple rounds, but I think in the third round same thing's gonna happen. We're gonna have
do you think for whatever reason that Joanna, for just whatever reason, just matches up perfectly with Rose's style?
And that's it. Like
just the best of the best. Just like Rose, like just has it down, because she's had trouble. Rose has had some like losses, like.
Yeah, I think
so. She's gonna have to have some rematches to see how she really is now against those other people.
But yeah, since she's a big name now, and which is gonna be cool here too, because if Joanna wins, there's gonna be a trilogy.
Yeah, but also Rose says she didn't want to last, or she's not gonna fight for very much longer.
Okay, well, shit, I didn't know that. But
yeah, she said on the podcast. I think she's done by. I think she's 29. She's done by 30 or something like that. She wants to be done by I think like 30 years old.
That's a good age to stop it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to
preserve her health.
Yeah,
but yeah. So I
think that's what she said. Like, yeah, definitely like 30. Yeah, and she's like 20,
28,
27, 28.
I don't know, but like I was saying, I think in the third round she's just gonna piece together a good combo and be able to take her down, or take her to knock her down again. And I do think she's gonna. I'm stuck between strikes or rear naked choke.
Yeah,
I'm thinking she might go for a choke this time.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, because that's her forte.
Yeah,
mistaken.
Her jiu-jitsu is.
It's on point.
Nasty.
And I think she choked out Paige Van Zandt, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
And but I mean, she's lost 3 times, and they were to people that
are in the that she can still
fight again, and also that Joanna beat.
Yeah.
And so it's
a toss up.
It's like a rock paper scissors thing.
Yeah.
And so that'll be really interesting. But I do think that Rose will take the victory again, and then probably lose the title afterwards, depending on who she fights. But we'll see. Maybe this is just that next step.
If she loses to Joanna, trilogy is gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And it would do nothing but skyrocket her career.
It'd be another super fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'd be interesting to see who Rose fights again after that.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty cool.
A lot of options. Fuck, a lot of options.
And then so yeah. And now, then on Cinco de Mayo, of course, they've announced the rematch of Triple G and Canelo.
It's exciting, I think.
It's a great.
I've only seen it. I only watched the fight when I watched it live
on pay-per-view.
Yeah,
we watched it, and I was Team Canelo all the way. And first 3 rounds.
We're competitive.
We're competitive, but Canelo was outclassing him. He was picking
Yeah.
him apart with shots, and exactly like what I thought was going to happen. But then, like the 4th round, he took it off. I'm like, okay, he took that round off. And then Triple G was starting to land some more punches. And throughout the, like, 8th round, like, Canelo hadn't really done that much. I mean, they've traded some shots, but Triple G was teeing off on him at times. It ended up being a pretty good fight. But Triple G was clearly winning rounds until I think, like, the last, I think, like, the...
was like 11th, right?
11th and 12th round. I think those were a toss-up. I thought Canelo won at least one of those 2 rounds, but I had at the end of that fight.
So I mean, you think it was a?
It was close, but I thought Triple G took that. I thought Triple G won that fight by a round.
Apparently, Brendan Schaub said if you know boxing, you know Canelo lost that fight.
Yeah,
That's what he said. So
well,
I'm not familiar with boxing like that, and so.
I don't really know where I stand as far as like the boxing community and like my knowledge as far as like, you know, how to score this shit. But I had Triple G squeaking out by like a round, maybe 2 by the end of that fight. I was kind of like, fuck. But then they said it was a tie. And I was just like, the first thing that came to my fucking head was like, oh, well, they're going to have a rematch and try to make more money off this shit because that's just where boxing is going now. And I would like, as of right now, I'm still Team Canelo. I would like to see him do what he did the first 3 to 4 rounds longer in the fight and hopefully work on some cardio. I think he just rested too long. He had a good spurt the last couple rounds, but I think if he would have kept up what he was doing in the first few rounds, he would have won that fight for sure. But they both took their power shots. Like,
yeah,
they both caught power punches from one another, and I was surprised that they both had such iron chins.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen anyone recover from or just shake off, really, an overhand right from Canelo like Triple G did. He shrugged that shit off and even said, yeah, come on, motherfucker. Like, he doesn't really cuss like that, but still, like, he was stepping forward the entire time. It was a good fight, so I'm looking forward to that shit.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be a fun one, and that's going to be Cinco de Mayo. We'll get the beer and barbecue. Nachos.
Barbecue them nachos.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a good fight. I don't know who I have in that fight. I think
because I mean, dude, Triple G, I mean, he's still fighting really, really well, but eventually I think
this is an immediate rematch for both of them, right?
Yes. And he's it's hard to say, but I think Triple G is coming out of his prime for sure. They did box before. They sparred like once when Canelo was 20 and Triple G was, I think, closer to 30. And they went back and forth. Some would say Triple G bested Canelo during that, you know, the sparring match and stuff like that. But Canelo was 20 years old. He's so young, and now Canelo's 26. I'm pretty sure 26. Yeah, he's 26. Or is he 27?
I thought it was 27.
Okay, we'll just say 27. And he's just hitting his prime. I feel like we're gonna see better Canelo on.
Do you think he might have gained a lot from that first fight?
I'm hoping so. I mean, we saw the only other time I've seen him be unsuccessful was against Mayweather, and he just couldn't really hit him.
He only landed like maybe 3 more shots than McGregor did on Mayweather.
Yeah.
What?
But dude, I'm telling you, the same game plan happened. That's what
I'm just on that train.
I think you're hanging on to the Conor train still, but I mean,
gotta believe.
I know you believe it, man, but I think Mayweather is just that good, and his game plan works for that many people. Yeah, I still think that, you know, I think that if Canelo and McGregor were to box, I think Canelo would fuck him up.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
I think he would fuck him up bad.
Yeah.
In like the 6th round, 6th, 7th round, I'm thinking TKO.
I agree.
But he would take some punches. I do think that Canelo would take some punches from McGregor, but I don't think. I think he has the chin, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see that fight.
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm still team Canelo right now. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see. I'll look into it.
Well, you got anything else, my dude?
Anything new?
All right, let's wrap this bitch up, man. Well,
we're
thanks for
good.
doing this. This is a cool one. Tune in later on the week, and we're gonna have another podcast probably by Friday or Saturday, I'm thinking. So check it out. Let me know. Like, subscribe. Thanks. Have a good one.